Hey everyone, I'm back. Surgery went well, thank God. And just to be back on the right foot, I just decided to upload this new spreadsheet that I have. This one is for the ground generals, and I have some good news for you. Stick around. We're going to be going through all the spreadsheets, and if you need to watch the entire spreadsheet, just pause the video, make a screenshot, and whatsoever, right? The thing is, we thought that Trajan was a mediocre general. We like him. We use him because he is still free-to-play general. He is the best free-to-play general that we find in the game for the ground troops. But after analyzing all the data that I have here, I found out that he is actually the best one. So why is that? At this point, you should know that I really like the march size buff. It makes a lot of sense that if you take a general, then you can apply all those buffs to more troops if you have a big march size buff. But I see a lot of people are just making their decisions based on this, especially on the attack. You know, for instance, a lot of people like Aurelian because he has a big attack buff, but he only works on the offensive side. So Trajan works on the offense and defense. That makes him great. So the good news is, like I said, if you want to check all the specialties, all the data here, just pause the video and you can watch everything. But in the end, even though we have massively good generals here like Ludwig with great numbers, Turin and Aurelian, CPUs, I don't know, whatever you like. You know, a lot of players, well, we all thought that these pay-to-play generals were the best in the game, and that meant that you needed to spend a lot of money to get them, ascend them, and that was not really my case because I am not willing to spend a lot of money on this game. But after adding the generals here, you can see that Alexander the Great, even though he is pay-to-play, he is easy to obtain. There are some packages that are for like $5 or so, and just be patient, you'll get him. And his numbers are beyond decent, but when you come to the march size buffs, they are amazing. You get 15% march size for the Rileys just from the main skill, and that means that it applies for whatever you have on your Warhol. So it is a massive increase here. So if you start a lot of rallies, then Alexander the Great is your general, but I would only use him as an assistant because Trajan, like I said, it's got 10% march size from the Ascension and 10% from the specialty. That is great. That is amazing. So even though we like Elise, you know, she's got bigger numbers. I know that, you know. If you check these numbers, Elise is better in these numbers only. But when you start adding more troops to the equation, that means that you can apply all the buffs that you get from Trajan and all other stuff like your dragon, your gear, your talent, your blazons, whatever. All of those buffs are gonna be applied to more troops, and that means you get more attack for you. So even though Elise is massively good, her numbers, we love her numbers, but in the end, when you get the Trajan plus Alexander the Great combo, you end up with a lot bigger numbers than using anyone else, right? So that was very happy to find this out because obviously Trajan is easy to obtain in the tavern and it's free to play. So I already have a bunch of Trajans, a lot of fragments, and I can start working on him immediately. So check this out. Alexander the Great as an assistant, it gives you, like I said, 15% for rallies plus 16% from specialties. So that is a lot, quite a lot. I think this is the biggest combo that I found in the entire game. Yeah, I can't remember anyone else having more march size than these two. So these ones have been confirmed. You can use Trajan as the main or Trajan as the assistant, and you will get decent numbers. Obviously, Trajan as the assistant will give you slightly more march size, which means you bring a bit more attack into the equation, meaning that the absolute best combo would be Alexander the Great as main and Trajan as an assistant. But because Alexander is pay to play, you need to buy this general. Then I would go with Trajan and Alexander, the other way around. Trajan as main and Alexander as assistant, because their numbers are incredible. They're just as close as the other way around. They're really good. The march size is massive. You get an extra 15% for rallies, and this is a game changer too. And when you use Trojan as main, they work on the attack and defense, meaning that you can use this combo for defense too, for reinforcements, or use it as a general on the wall or whatever, right? While if you go for Alexander as main, then it becomes an attack mainly combo, because you will be having a lot of skills, a lot of buffs from Alexander, and Alexander uses these buffs only when he's marching to attack. So he is an attack main general. So I can just go ahead and tell you this is by far the best combo we have. And there are some other limitations here, like Elise plus Alexander do not work, Ludwig plus Alexander do not work. So I know that Alexander is by far the best assistant, so I try him out with a bunch of other generals, and I'm not able to find any of the bigger generals like Elise, Basu, maybe Aurelian, that work with Alexander, and they give me actually these big numbers right here. So just to sum up, Trajan plus Alexander the Great is, if you have this combo, be happy, because I know a lot of us have already been working on Trajan. Means that he is already powerful enough to be the main general, and we only need to get Alexander. And even though he is a pay-to-play general, you only need to buy him once, so that is $5 here. And yeah, just be patient, you'll get him, and that is a massive combo. So without further to say, I just want to end this video by telling you that I tried a bunch of these ones, because we have also Alexandra and Ludwig, but I haven't been able to confirm if their skills are still useful when you use them as when you use them together. And from all of these, most of them are just an attack on mainly combo. So only this one would be Trajan and Alexandra will be the attack and defense combo. And even though they have nice numbers, like this one right here, Alexander the Great and Alessandra, I haven't been able to confirm these ones. And yeah, if you can confirm this one, it would be also a really big combo, as you can see. But what's the point? I mean, you're getting something extremely similar to the one up here. And actually, this one is even bigger. And let's just compare it with this one right here, Trajan and Alexander, right? You get pretty much the same numbers, but why would you go for this two? You need to pay money for this two. And the one that I show you here is free to play. So yeah, I get a lot of players like to say that because they pay money, they have a better general, and that's why they go with Ludwig or Elise or whatever. And I get it, that is a mistake from the game. I think it's wrong that if you pay money, you should be able to get a stronger general, but that is not the case in Evony, because we know they make a lot of mistakes. So just take advantage of this mistake that they make. Use Trajan because he is the absolute best general when you pair him with Alexander. You get massive numbers here. So that is it for me now. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Just post in the comments and I'll leave it right here.